Yeah. I mean, I think that Shaun White, Usain Bolt, there's a lot. Michael Phelps. Caitlin Clark, you can argue, is after Michael and Tiger. You could put in the 3 spot. I didn't yesterday, but I think there's an argument to be made. What do you make of her legacy?
Sure. Listen, she is in the room for the conversation of the greatest women's college basketball player ever. Now, I can't, whenever people, prior to 4 years ago, if someone said, who's the greatest women's player ever, I would have always said Cheryl Miller.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that's just because that's what I was told. I consider myself a basketball historian, but you can't really be an expert on women's college basketball of the 80s unless you watched it. Like, the archives aren't on YouTube. Even all of the box scores aren't available. So that's a tough one. Prior to Caitlin Clark, the best player I had seen as a kid was Shamiqua Holdsclaw, and as an adult was Diana Taurasi. I understand Breanna Stewart has Breanna Stewart, four seasons, 4 titles, 3 Player of the Year awards. That seems unimpeachable. You dig into it a little bit further. Breanna Stewart, the year after she left UConn, they were 36-0 headed into the Final Four and lost by 2 in overtime. The year after that, they were 36-0 headed to the Final Four and lost in overtime. So as great as she was, she had one of the greatest all-time collections of talent around her when UConn was really, really rolling. I don't think I've ever seen a female player better than Caitlin Clark. I know there's never been a more impactful one. And I do think that if you want to say she didn't win a title, she's ineligible for the GOAT conversation, that's fine. But I think you also have to ask yourself, hey, was there a single player on Iowa other than Caitlin Clark that would have gotten minutes for South Carolina?
Right.
The only thing standing between South Carolina and 3 straight national championships and an 82-game winning streak right now is that Caitlin beat them a year ago. And so I don't know if she is the GOAT.